Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Having some great fall weather now and leaf changes. I got to finish renovating my deck over the weekend, so that was good. And I'm looking forward to having some pumpkin carving and trick-or-treating this week with my kids. So I'm going to have a good week, I hope. So this week, though, we are starting Module 5, which is also our last module. So we'll be spending from now until the end of the semester on this final module as we work towards the final class project. So our focus this week will be brainstorming some ideas for that final project. And so the first thing that you'll need to do with that in mind is read through the project instructions on Canvas. So as I mentioned in the instructions for that, the final project is providing you an opportunity to create a project that showcases the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you have developed in this course. And so your project could take several different shapes, from composing a written work to designing an online media project, a lot of different options. And the final project serves as a culmination of what you've learned in this class. And it's where you'll apply everything that you've learned in a single project. So in that sense, the final project also doubles as a final exam in that sense, because it'll be looking for clear, strong evidence that you understand are applying course vocabulary, course readings, concepts to your own work. And so the final project is also an opportunity for you to make our course content your own, to transform it into something that is meaningful and productive for you after our class ends. And so, for example, depending on what you decide to do with this project, the final project could become something that you share with potential employers, or something that you use as a part of future graduate studies. So of course, then you will have a lot of freedom in choosing what you would like to do for the final project. And so while it is the culmination of your learning in the class and should, of course, demonstrate that learning, you should also use the final project as an opportunity for a more in-depth focus on an aspect of writing, publishing, and editing that you are most interested in. So we really have only scratched the surface in this class so far. So this is where you get to focus in on what interests you most and go further with it. So of course, on the instructions, I do list multiple ideas for that final project. So look over that thoroughly, as that might help you to decide on what you want to do, or at least start you in the right direction with thinking about some possibilities. So the options that I list there, those include publish your own journal, case study of a specific publisher or venue, create a user's guide for others, create a professional online portfolio, self-publishing, a group project approach, maybe even a combination of some of them, or some other idea that you've come up with. So of course, you just use that as a starting place, combine if necessary, propose a different idea, as long as it's meeting the requirements of the assignment. So if you come up with a different idea, make sure you're looking at it through that lens and can check with me about it. Of course, that's really just the short version. So make sure that you read through the instructions on Canvas thoroughly, and then, of course, give it some thought. So then for Tuesday, once you've read through all those instructions, we do have a discussion activity for brainstorming ideas. And so even if you already lean heavily toward one particular idea, really should discuss more than one idea in your post. So this discussion really is an opportunity for you to think through your ideas, and also to get some feedback from your classmates and consider others' ideas. So replies to classmates will then be due by Thursday night. And yes, I know that is Halloween, so feel free to eat some treats while you write your replies, and then take a break to watch a classic monster movie. And then next week, a more detailed project proposal will be due, and it'll be due on Election Day of all days. So even if you are absolutely positive about your final project idea, at least wait until after you've gotten feedback from your classmates on those ideas before you submit your proposal, if you're working ahead. Because frequently getting some feedback, and also seeing others' ideas and giving feedback as well, all of that can help you further develop your own ideas and plans. So then, of course, as you do brainstorm ideas for the final project this week, also look ahead to the schedule for the rest of the semester. So you will see that a lot will depend on you and your self-discipline to stay on track with working on the final project and completing it on time. I do have a check-in day scheduled for you to update me about your progress, but as I said, a lot will depend on you. So you'll need to schedule regular time in your schedule to work on your project. A project that has had considerable time and work put into it really stands out from those projects that are thrown together last minute because of poor time management. Of course, the final project is also worth a large portion of your course grade. So that's also a good motivation to get working on it and stay working on it. Anyway, I do look forward to seeing all of your ideas for the final project, and this really is a great chance to tailor the class to an area of writing, publishing, and editing that interests you most. So I do hope that you will enjoy it. So if, of course, if you have any questions, make sure you do let me know.